Hello, everybody, and welcome back to RPG Talk, where we talk about RPGs and some visual novels, like today. Today we are going to be doing our first official, the first official visual novel review. Hey, got it right. There we go. Welcome to my review for Saya no Uta. Some of you may remember the old first impressions I did on Saya no Uta. It's the only visual novel we've covered on the channel thus far, but I do plan on covering some more visual novels in the future. Some will be reviews, some will be first impressions, yada yada yada. You guys know the drill if you've been around on the channel for a while now. You probably know the drill. Probably, hopefully. Anyway, so Saya no Uta. If you didn't watch my first impressions, watch that, because I'm not going to make a full rundown. This is basically part 2. It's because it's the first impressions. Now it's the review. Now we're going more in depth, and I'm going to probably talk about a few more spoilers. So you can kind of think of the first impressions as a general no spoiler overview, and you can kind of think of this review as more of an analysis and more of just me talking about it. So I'm. That said, I'm not going to make this a very long video. I just want to give some basic thoughts on it, though, and do a little brief analysis. Yes, so complex. Yes. Anyways, guys, so we're going to be talking about Saya no Uta today. Saya no Uta is a horror, psychological, almost mystery, not really mystery, but it's a visual novel, and it's got a lot of dark themes. I would describe it as psychological horror. It's very, very good. And the Saya no Uta is for a certain type of person, and if you are that person, you'll probably get a huge kick out of this visual novel, because it's one of the best of its kind. Like, it's truly a terrifying book. It's a visual novel, you know what I mean. Saya no Uta means the Song of Saya. That's what it translates to, and it's all about this character called Fuminori. Am I remembering the names? Fuminori, I believe, was his name. And then there's Saya, and then there's Omi, and there's a bunch of other characters, some of which I don't remember. I haven't played the game in a little while, guys, and I'm too lazy to look up some guide thing. But I'm pretty sure the main character's name is Fuminori, and he's kind of an antagonistic protagonist. I talked about all this in my first impressions video. I'm just doing a basic recap right now. And when I made that first impressions video, I'd probably been like a little under halfway into the game, and there were some fucked up moments, a few, they were there, but it really wasn't until the later half of the game it really got a little disturbing. So here's what happened. Saya no Uta, Fuminori basically is schizophrenic, and Saya is basically his lover, but it's also literally his only friend in the world. She is his only friend in the world, because she's the only person who can see him, and that's because Saya's not human. She's like this demonic alien creature, and it's fucked up. I mean, she looks humanoid when Fuminori sees her, but to everyone else, she's a monster. And slowly but surely, Saya begins to take some people that were once in Fuminori's real world, the real world that they all inhabit, the humans, and then they're gone. That, of course, is Omi. It's Fuminori's best friend's girlfriend. I forget the friend's name. It's kind of sad, because he's a major character, and he's a cool character. I like him a lot, but can't remember his name. Kind of escapes me. I'll probably make a note of it somewhere in the description what his name is. I'll probably name all the characters in the description. But, so Omi's gone, and then the other girl, who I also can't remember her name, who likes Fuminori, but Fuminori doesn't like her, because, he likes Saya, and he thinks she can't understand him, because, she doesn't have the schizophrenia and stuff. Saya is the only one who really knows what Fuminori goes through, even his best friend, who, again, I can't remember the name, but he doesn't even really know what he goes through, which is really sad. It's kind of a shame, because he basically went through a car accident or whatever, and his parents died, and he just went insane. Stuff like that happened. But the thing I really want to get to here is that in the second half of the visual novel, Fuminori He starts off as kind of like this shady, schizophrenic, just kind of insane guy, but he turns into badass villain towards the second half. It's interesting. There's another character, Syed. Syed is a really interesting character, and she's really the driving point of this whole visual novel, might I add. Makes sense. She is the title character, after all. She's not the main character, but she's the title character. Syed basically tries to experiment on other humans to see if she can get the same thing that happened to Fuminori to happen to them. The first one goes really, really badly, and he tries to rape her, and it's not good. It's not good, guys. It's not good. It was a neighbor. He was an old man. He went insane. So basically, when Saya tries to bring people into their world, they go insane too. But they can't control it. They can't. It's not like Fuminori, because Fuminori can still tell the difference between reality and his world. He can still tell the difference, but they can't, and they lose their mind. And then another character who is the love interest who likes Fuminori, she goes insane too. But she kind of just shuts down. She kind of just loses her ability to speak and think and stuff. So she's basically a doll. It's kind of creepy. It's actually really fucking creepy, actually. I kid you not. I think I was about 3/4 through this visual novel, and I literally just stopped playing. I was so into it, but I don't know if it was the part where she started corrupting people or whatever, where it was the rape thing. One of the scenes, I can't remember which one it was, but there was at some point that I just saved the game, and I was like, this thing is ruining my mind. It literally just psychologically, mentally affected me. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I imagine it's similar to like what happens if you like see a dead body for the first time. It's like, oh my god, it's like, what the fuck is going on? It like psychologically affected me, and that's the only like visual novel that's ever done that to me. It's this game is exceptionally scary, and I can't recommend it enough. Change your mind, change the world. No, but in all seriousness, this is exceptional horror at its finest. This truly is. And to talk a lot about a few more other things towards the end of the game, Fuminori goes so insane, he basically traps his best friend down a well, so he can't get to Saya or him or anyone, because he wants to figure out what happened to Omi. I don't know why I remember her name out of all the characters. She was like the most useless one, yet I remember her name. Maybe it wasn't Omi. No, Omi. Yep, Omi was the girlfriend. See, there's so many characters, and it's been so long since I played it. But yeah, we'll just call her Omi, the girlfriend of the best friend, and that's why he wants to find Fuminori. He basically hates Fuminori's guts by the end of the game. He doesn't see him as his friend anymore, and he just wants to find what happened to Omi. That's his reason for doing all this, and he does figure it out. And basically, Saya and Fuminori eat them. They eat humans. So Fuminori, through his schizophrenia and his alien lover girlfriend, becomes a cannibal in a way. But they don't look like humans to them. They look like just animals, I guess. I don't know. It's rather strange. There's this large disconnect between the real world and the schizophrenic world, and that's one of my favorite parts about this. It's really interesting. It's really well written, and really. Yeah, this is a very well written game, and it's very, very good. Now, there's two types of people who encounter Zainuta. There's the horror freaks like myself, who are just like, oh, I love this shit. And then there's people like, dear mother of God, I never want to see anything like that ever again. And I was both at different points through my playthrough. In my head, I haven't actually recorded Zainuta, although I might at some point. It's a very freaky game, and I get why people would be severely turned off by this, and most people would probably never, ever, ever want to encounter this thing ever. Unless you want to test your psychological limits, play this game. I dare you. Try it. Also, visually speaking, like the graphics, graphics, the still frames, the images, the backgrounds, all that, it's a visual novel. Very good. Honestly, this game is pretty old, but it still looks pretty good, honestly. So, there's that. also the music is insanely good. So props to the person who composed the music. Saya no Uta, in conclusion, is probably the most terrifying visual novel you can ever play. So if you want a good horror visual novel, this is the penultimate choice. There's also Higurashi, but Higurashi is more, it's longer, you know, this visual novel isn't very long. I think it was like, 10, 15 hours max. This was not a long visual novel. It's short, very well written, looks great, sounds great, plays great. It's just a very intense experience, and I feel like it's a psychological journey because you really get into Fuminori's head. It's both through the images and through his dialogue. It's twisted, man, and it's interesting. My one gripe about the visual novel is it's pretty linear. You know, you play it once, you basically get the whole thing. There's not much choices throughout the game. Only once or twice is there a choice, and it really doesn't matter. The same thing happens either way, so that kind of sucks. But it's still a good thing to experience at least once. I do recommend at least giving this one a try. And try to complete the whole thing, because it is worth it. But that's my review for Saya no Uta. So, I don't know how to grade this. Let me think. I guess if we go out of 10, I would probably give it an 8. Again, the linear story kind of knocked down a few points for me. But other than that, I can't really think of too many other gripes with the game, because it is very, very good. So with that said, I hope you guys all enjoyed my review for Saya no Uta, the Song of Saya. Look out for a recording. I might do a Let's Play of it on one of my channels sometime in the future. Not sure which one. Probably would go on the Otaku Gamer. Because that's where I put all my extra Let's Plays. I got too many going on the main channel right now. Too many. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. Let me know what you thought about the visual novel down below. If you've played it, if you haven't, let me know if you're going to experience it for yourself. And if not, tell me why it scares you so much. I don't know. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. This is my second video for RPG Talk today. And I'm going to record one more video today probably, and that will be Episode 2 of Final Fantasy VII. That'll be going up on the Otaku Gamer. By the way, for all the fans of whichever channel of mine you watch the most. I don't know if you guys watch it, all the channels. I got like 4 now. Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to mention. I restarted Hikikomori 999, but I changed it to Reborn. It's a new channel now. I can't access Hikikomori 999 anymore, so if you comment on any of those videos, I can't reply. So sorry guys, I don't have access to that channel anymore, so it's kind of a dead channel. So don't worry about that channel anymore. I can't move really any of the content from there, but that channel will still exist. I'm not going to get rid of it. But Hikikomori Reborn will be a new place where I will put new content. I don't know what yet, so if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I've thought about putting some of my music projects. I've composed like some music over the years. I've thought about putting that stuff on there. I've thought about other stuff. I've thought about more non-gaming content. Since I have 2 gaming channels and I have this discussion channel, so I figured Hikikomori Reborn will probably be something else. I've had this idea for like a live action manga series where I like read manga. Basically I record the manga digitally, and I basically do, I voice the manga, and then I put like sound effects and music and stuff like that. So it's like Anime Critic Theater, but for manga. And I think that'll be a series that'll be going on, Hikikomori Reborn. So, if you guys have any other ideas, those are my 2 main ideas, the music and live-action manga theater. Those are like the 2 main ideas right now. I'm kind of just toying with the idea. We'll see where the channel goes, and that's channel number, let's see, 5? No, we got the main channel, LP Pikmin 999, the Otaku Gamer, this one RPG Talk, and then Hikikomori Reborn. So the 4 active channels, 5 overall. But yeah, that's just the final thought I want to leave with you guys. So, with that said, thank you all so much for watching this episode of RPG Talk, where we talk about RPGs and some visual novels, just like today. I'll see you guys soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. keep playing them RPGs, keep reading them visual novels. I'll see you guys soon. I'm out. Take care.